gun permit with the sheriff's office at a nominal fee to the citizens, because it costs the sheriff's office money to put that class on, and the counties to east and west of us put that on, and they charge a nominal fee.
Thank you. And Mr. Livingston.
I too am a very opponent of the right to carry a gun. Working on the road for the last 18 years, I've come across a bunch of people that have had them. They carry them in their vehicles. The only thing that I ask anybody is, as soon as you come in contact with a law enforcement officer, is to show that you have the concealed weapons permit. It makes things a whole lot easier. Obviously, the heart attack doesn't occur. Also, I'm a big opponent of having the sheriff's office continue with the permit process. I think that, you know, it's big education for everybody. I think that everybody should know how to shoot. Everybody should know how to carry a firearm. I'm not saying in these days, in this days, that it's a big thing that you need to have, but it's definitely a good thing to have.
Thank you. We're now going to start with the summation, and since I started at this end of the table, well, actually I started in the middle, but we'll come down this way. And Mr. Ashley, if you would like to do your summation. And this is also an opportunity. If there is a question that you were asked that you're just dying to answer, this is your opportunity also.
Did you say 22 minutes?
That was two.
Well, thank you first and foremost for inviting us here today so that we can contrast ourselves and what we believe in. I've served the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office for 20 years. My wife was born and raised here. My children were born here. I plan on being here. Right out of college, I came into this business. I'm committed to this community. I'm committed to where I live at. I'm committed to the safety of our community. And I have put it on the line for 20 years for the citizens of Okaloosa County. And not just for the citizens. I enjoy what I do. I benefit every time we arrest a criminal. The resource allocation, it's basically, we have unlimited demands out there. And I enjoy serving people. I got into this business for the excitement originally. You know, I played college football over at Southern Miss, and, you know, I couldn't see myself going to a 9-to-5 job, sitting behind a desk all day. The excitement drew me to this business. But over time, it becomes almost a ministry. I'm helping people because you never meet people in a situation where they're not in need. There was a couple things that said that I really wanted to use my last minute on. Budget transparency. Your Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office budget is currently on the Okaloosa County Board of County Commissioners website. Every single dime is accounted for. Every single dime you can see currently on the website. That includes contracts, that includes grants, that includes actuals of what's spent and what it's spent on. So that is not an issue here. So you want transparency? It's right there available. If you don't want to go on the website, come to the Sheriff's Office. We'll show it all to you. Integrity, I think I've already touched on that. I don't think the Sheriff's Office ever lost its integrity. I think the Sheriff's Office is the one that maintained its integrity. Outside versus inside, I've heard that. You've never had a sheriff from the inside. It's always been somebody from the outside. And Charlie Morris came from our military community. Larry Gilbert came from our banking and finance community. Frankie Mills came from our Florida Highway Patrol. None of them have worked their way up through the ranks. And I'm telling you, we need somebody from the inside.
Mr. Boyd.
Back to that concealed weapon business very quickly. If any of you have contact with Ms. Boxer, Ms. Pelosi, Mr. Schumer, any of them, tell them that my opinion is the best defense against a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. There are more of us than there are of them. It's time to stand up and take our communities back. It is time to eliminate, it is time to do habitat destruction for the pests of society. That's why the Sheriff's Office needs to be part of the social fabric of our community. So one thing no critter survives is habitat destruction. So what will be different when I'm sheriff? The organizational culture will be different. I'll have that Citizens Review Board. We'll bridge that gap between the community and our law enforcement services. An independent panel of citizens will remove those gatekeepers. We'll help the sheriff think outside the box. It'll serve as an insurance policy against narrow-mindedness. I'll foster honesty, openness, and respect for others. I'll force the sheriff's office center of gravity lower and closer to the citizens where it belongs. Our supervisors have always had to review their subordinates. Let's have the subordinates, the rank and file, also do regular reviews on their supervisors. Everyone will benefit from that. Anybody can say they'll have an open door policy. With me, an open door and an open mind is not just a slogan, but a lifelong habit. As a news reporter and news director for 15 years, my livelihood depended on those qualities. A leader who falls short there cannot possibly serve our diverse society. What are we doing when we elect a sheriff? We're selecting a role model, someone to set the example. I believe in leadership by example and management by walking around. My unique set of experiences connects me in meaningful ways to the deputies on the road and the citizens they serve. Attitudes are contagious. I can and will bring a refreshing and open attitude to the job because that's the only attitude I know about. That's what we need at the top. That's how we're going to change the culture.
Thank you. And Mr. Livingston?
I thank you. Appreciate y'all letting us come and talk to you today. I told you that I have 18 years of law enforcement experience. I've been all over the state of Florida. I'm deep rooted in this community. Started back with my grandfather who became a county judge in this community. So I have a love for this county. It's gone back for a long time. There was one thing that was brought up earlier was about the school resource program and talking about the money. You know, there's other ways of coming to that money. There's things that we don't have to have to get what we need. And the school resource program is a valuable asset. And I can't say that enough. That's our next generation. That's the people that's going to take care of us when we can't take care of ourselves. So I think we can do without cars. We can do without other things that we think that is important to make sure that we take care of the kids in this community. Because if we don't take care of them, who's going to? Because obviously they're way too young to take care of themselves. We talked about integrity, and it was brought up here. And maybe I was misunderstood when I was talking earlier. I don't think, and I'm getting tangled up in the corner here, I don't think that the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office in a whole has lost its integrity. It hasn't. I work every day with the men and women of the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office. I work with the men and women that are out here on the street every day. I know they haven't lost their integrity. They stand up. They're out here at night when you're asleep, making sure that the bad guys don't get into your house. They do their best. They do their best with what they got. Sometimes it ain't enough, but they do their best. So when I say integrity has been lost in the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, it's not the deputies. It's not the whole Sheriff's Office, because it hasn't. Thank you.
And Mr. Mitchell?
Ladies, folks, thank you so much for allowing us to have this time to present a very minor portion of our platform and to hear each of our views. I'd like to stress to you that I am a federal agent retired with 38 years of service, 24 of those years as a supervisor. One of the big problems that we face personally in our daily lives as well as the Sheriff's Office is obviously financial. And I submit to you that obviously this Sheriff's Office is going through some very financial strapped times as well. When candidates talk about SROs, the school resource officers, what I want to say to you is, no, we don't have to go out and buy a new Cadillac, and we don't have to go buy a Lexus. What we can do is get one donated. We don't have to spend our money to buy one. And I have a lot of experience over the years with federal grants. There are all kinds of grants available out there, Bernie grants, justice grants, that can allow us to bring in additional resources to this county and free up other monies that we can utilize in the Sheriff's Office. So we don't have to go buy stuff. We could possibly go donate something. I'd like to quickly discuss a couple of other points. When we talk about the budget being online of the Okaloosa County website, I submit to you, and I had a meeting with Sheriff Spooner about this issue. In all fairness, I want you to listen to this closely. In all fairness, when the budget was submitted, it was submitted 11 days prior to Mr. Ashley being promoted to Chief Deputy. I want everybody to understand what I'm saying.